just because they like digging? We'll move one at a time. Okay, well, here we go. The day after. The day after the disaster. You can see the shed is still standing overnight. That was a success. I'm just trying to make it level and even. I'm putting more gravel in over here. Trying to make it level now. And then I want to secure it as soon as I can because you can see it's still windy out. I've got the side down really well with 2 pallets with rocks. This side 1 pallet, but 1 pallet is free because I'm still working on that corner, but I am going to fasten it down soon. Now that the shed cover is kind of compromised with a few little dings in it after yesterday's mishap, yeah, I want to make it as secure as possible for this winter. Might have to end up getting a new shed cover. I'm just looking into some parts because I have 3 bent braces and it's kind of on an angle. It's really hard to, so I'm pushing it out and pulling it against the pallets to hold it tight. But anyways, I'm pretty sick of shoveling gravel, but I'm gonna keep doing it because I have no choice. So today I'm working on this lovely floor. I've got a few more pallets to add, just a few there at the end. And then the floor is done. Well, then I gotta level all the pallets because I'm not sure, it's not quite perfectly even. Of course, I added lots of gravel in there, but it's hard to get that space even with a bunch of just random gravel. So I am going to kind of walk along each one and fine tune each pallet, make them as level as possible, and then I'm going to put plywood over top because that makes for a pretty stable floor, like big huge sheets of plywood over top of this. I did that in my old shed and it was like super, I've done it on 2 sheds now, actually 2 smaller ones, half the size of this, and it was super good on both of them, super solid, didn't move at all. I'm just going to make sure they're level at first, and then can start adding the sheets of plywood in it. Hopefully you don't have to buy more, but I might have to because there is, I don't know if I have enough to cover it all. Nice to finally get all this stuff off the ground. Got some stuff in the shed here, but a lot of stuff is outside, still under tarps and or in the other shed. I really want to get that stuff into this shed and organized. Once I do that, that's the easy work. This is shoveling gravel and making the floors the hard stuff. And especially with all these bugs out here. So you can see I've got the mosquito magnet going. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about that mosquito magnet. That's no, not a mosquito magnet. It's a skeeter vac. I'm going to do a separate video on that, I think, because there's lots of videos out there and questions about people wondering if they work or not. And I'm going to let you know. So obviously it seems, you know, I got it in my shed, so it is working. I don't know how much it's making a dent in this gigantic mosquito population this summer, but I'm hoping it's doing something because I'm getting, you know, a good chunk of them, killing a good chunk of them anyways. The skeeter vac, it seems to be working just fantastic. The trap, sticky trap is getting full. Should probably pick up a new one and go in there. So this has been about a week. And I haven't emptied this yet, so let's see how many we have in there. So, that's how many I caught in a week. You can see them. On your face, Sadie. Here is how many, so, oh, it's almost 1 cup. It's almost 1 cup of bugs. Holy shit. more on that side. Shit, it's almost too high. Frick! That's too high. Okay, well, I got more than half done. I've got like 12 pallets in there. So I just have one more row, just this little row at the beginning. It may not even be full pallets, but I'm ready to start putting the plywood down. So I had to level it all out. There's a lot of gravel to add, but I think I'm good to go with some plywood now. See how much I have and see how far it lasts. Well, here we are with a truckload, or a partial truckload of wood. I got this pegboard. Thing you always need in the shop. Pegboard for your tools. So look at that. Never had a full pegboard before. So I got two of those. I have two benches, workbenches that I'm going to be using, and they're going to have the pegboards in behind them to organize my tools. So stay tuned for that. But right now what I need to do is unload all this wood, do the last final steps on the pallet floor. It needs to be a little bit more even, I think. It's not perfect, but I think the plywood is just going to kind of, you know, it'll bring it all together. It'll make it even, I hope. Leaves are not quite changing yet. Some of them are starting to, but in the next few weeks we will have full-on fall hitting us. And then it'll be winter before you know it. So I need to get this. I'm on a crunch. I really need to get this stuff in the shed and organized. So yeah, there's tons to organize. You can see over here, zoom over there. That disaster is the shed that I'm tearing down. So a lot of that stuff will come over to not this shed, but in my old shed. Our floor is ready for paint. Woo! Oh my God, this was a long process. Holy cow. Now it is time to paint and make sure these dogs stay out of here. That's going to be tricky. But I am doing the floor. Guess what color? Take a guess briefly while I tell you. Based on my past colors of painting, you know, grays and blues and reds and browns and golds in the outhouse. What do you think? I am going to go with something to match the workbench, which is, oh, turn around, phone. I'm going to go with something to match the workbench, which is purple. So yes, I am going to have a purple floor. Woo! Oh, that's way brighter than I thought it was going to be. Oh boy. That is very bright. Purple's not even my favorite color, really, but... Oh, I hope this doesn't use up too much of this. Let's do half of it, maybe. This can was almost $70 a can, so hoping I don't have to use... Ooh, look at that. Ooh, it's going to be bright in here. I'm hoping I don't need to get another can. Wow. Nothing like a bright workshop to motivate you to do workshop-y stuff. It's drying a little bit darker, which is good. It's not quite a startling lavender anymore. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to let this dry for 24 hours and then recoat it. I am moving stuff back into the shed. You can see I've got the pegboard there and in behind. I've got that thing, that bench. That's another workbench that I'm going to use for doing stuff on. What workbenches are used for. Plywood for that one. I think I'm going to paint a bunch of stuff. So I'm bringing in this other workbench, this one of my dad's, and it's this big heavy duty thing. I'm going to try and do it myself today. It's probably crazy to try and do that, but I got it out okay using the quad and various leverage techniques. So I'm going to try that today and leverage it back up onto the pallets, and then I think I'll just drag it in with the quad. Hopefully. And once it's on here, I have wheels to put under it so I can just wheel it around at ease. So that'll be exciting. I end up calling 10 people later to come help me, but we'll see. I'm going to try and do it alone because why not? Okay, so I have washed this and scrubbed it and can't really get it any cleaner. You know, 50 years of dust is probably needs a little paint job. So I'm going with the only paint that I have. I was going to do white or cream to kind of match it, but all I have is this. Can you see that in the sun? This pukey greenish yellow called Smoothie. So anyways, let's see how this looks. Let's do it back here in case it's horrible. Yeah, that'll be all right. I just did not want to spend any money on paint, and I've had this around. Oh yeah, that and the purple, oh boy, it's gonna stand out like crazy. Okay, here we go. I got one layer on there. The end is done. You can see this one's done. This one, I did half of it. What a difference, wow. Just really cleans it up. Look at that. Oh, it looks awesome. Nothing like purple and yellow. And then, all right, here's the beautiful workbench, all painted up. I even painted the top. Look at that. Looks awesome. Nice little fresh coat of paint. And just got to finish up these drawers and add the handles to them. They should be dry now. I did a coat a while ago, so those will be ready to go in. And I'm just bolting this in now, so I'm having to create kind of like a frame for my pegboard. And so I'm just kind of winging it with some 2x4s. I'm gonna like build a little frame that kind of goes up to about there. Put that like that. That'll attach there to here. It's gonna be out from the wall a bit so I can make it that high. And so got a nice big long 2x4 there. Gonna put a couple more bolts in it. I bought these bolts just the other day for another project, or another way to do this. I was gonna actually attach it to these, but they're on an angle, so that's not really gonna work. And so anyways, they worked out perfectly because you can you see that? Look at that. Oh, they're the perfect right size and everything. Oh my God, I can't believe things actually worked out for once today. There's my pegboard. It's red. So we are going with a crazy color scheme in here. Red, yellow, and purple. Just got to cut it off at the bottom there. That's why it's only painted part way down. I have to say this is looking pretty great. And it is so awesome to come over here, have a little workbench to work on, and do stuff on. Start organizing things. So, look at this beauty. Woo! Look at that. Oh my gosh, this looks like a new workbench. Look at that. Matching purple handles. Look at that. Pegboard to hang all my important tools. I can't wait to use it. Just got to put a few more pieces in the back here to secure it too. I got to put one horizontally there and there. Just put one down all the way down the middle. I got a 2x4 there and two 2x4s there, so I can attach the middle piece, and that should be good enough. Should be strong enough to hold. It's good. It's just, you can see it's a bit bendy in the middle. And I don't know what I'm going to put on here yet, but I like it. I really like it. And oh my gosh, is it ever great to have a workbench to work on? Holy cow.